Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Libra meditation. The new moon of a few days ago happened in conjunction with a solar eclipse. The ring of fire simply amplified the energy of the new moon into the surrounding week. So it is customary that eclipse energy can be felt long before and long after its impact. So this new moon has taken on extra energy. And for you, Taurus, this is affecting how you work with others, your habits, your routines, your activities, the way that you become efficient and productive in your everyday life. I've laid out the axis of the horoscope wheel. I'll clarify with another tarot deck and finish off with a couple of oracle cards. And if you enjoy this reading, if you find it useful, please please comment below. I love your comments. Share with others who may enjoy this and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Certainly do this if you enjoy the video. Thank you in advance. I appreciate all the support I receive from you. And we have your overall energy as the Five of Wands. You are working hard to solve problems. You are in problem-solving mode, Taurus. You are becoming adept at working with others, learning how to ask for help, ask for advice, to stand back and receive it without giving away too much of yourself. This is you learning the art of engagement so that you ask a question and then you stand back and listen to the information you receive. This is understanding that you alone do not have the solution to your problem, but in working with others that you can together come up. And all those negotiations, all partnerships that you enter into with an understanding that one nor the other of you has the complete answer, the complete solution, but that you cobble that solution together by conscious agreements, by being very clear about what you're asking for and the parameters of the help that you receive. So this is negotiating, being clear, asking for help, explicit, and getting it, and attending to the details of that help. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, we have another 5. And the 5 of Swords is you really working against to actively change a perception that you've commonly received. This is a kind of over-alertness, kind of being very aware of not only your actions and words, but the way others receive it, the way others see you, respond to you, react to you, or in many cases are critical of you. This is you being aware that this is an energy you're bringing into a situation that you want to change. You are addressing the sense of not having enoughness by being very clear when you go into a situation what you're bringing and what others can bring. So it's really an extension of this desire and ability to ask for help and the way you enter into team efforts, teamwork, being clear on your role and being clear on the role of others so that when you receive feedback, you can understand it, hear it clearly, or respond with questions for clarification. So this is you always seeking clarification as you reach out, as you put your effort forward, always seeking clarification, never internalizing the words that say, but realizing that all efforts, all feedback can be resolved and can lead to a better product. In the first house, interesting, the Death card is about your rebirth. And I'm not surprised with these 2 change cards here. These 2 cards, these 2 5s that speak to areas in your life that you are willing and open to changing. You're open to changing the way you act, your words, the way you assert yourself, and your beliefs about that, so that you're seeking new ideas, new information about how to do things differently, constantly in all areas of your life. And you're internalizing that to realize that you are releasing an old way of doing things. You're releasing the way you were shown in many cases, the way that you were conditioned in many cases, that it may not be relevant to you anymore. And instead, all that really exists is what you need and what you desire. And your ability to move forward has been the result of your releasing the old way of doing things, recognizing that that has limited you in many ways. In the fourth house, the house of your foundation, your family, the Two of Swords is telling me that you are in the process of being very honest with yourself. You may be looking very closely at things that are very difficult to look at, assumptions, beliefs that you didn't even know you had, based on the experiences of limitations that you may now be facing, and the way that you are devising new ways, new ideas, new information to open up the world for you. There is a sense here that you have been given a limited pathway forward. And for you, or at least in your experience perhaps of your family of origin, there was white and black, this or that. And you are realizing perhaps that you've carried that around with you without even realizing it. That life is infinitely broader. There are many more possibilities available to you, and your willingness to gain information, for some of you to gain more education or some kind of training, is helping you to be more honest, to look to objectify those things that you've always understood and held closely, that may even be incredibly painful for you to look at. You now have the courage, the objectivity to look at it, to face those fears. In the seventh house, the house of your significant others, the Queen of Swords. And this is, again, building on your ability to take hard beliefs, values, ideas that you once assumed were the way it is, and really look at those, not simply look at those, but to negotiate those, be in conversation, be in discussion, open up to new ways of learning, seeking advice and information about those things, asking questions and then listening for the answer. This is about your curiosity now is being sparked as you begin to peel away that sense of I always thoughtness to I wonder what else is out there for me. Now that I'm disabused of an idea that I thought was written in stone, I'm now realizing that I may have many ideas that I think are absolute, that are not in fact, and that are limiting the way I respond to the world, always expecting a certain response. And instead, if I ask, if I explore, I might get a response that I'm not expecting. I might learn something new, and that might encourage my ability and my willingness to negotiate things, to never stop asking questions. In the first house, the Death card is clarified by the Knight of Cups in the second house and the Ace of Pentacles in the third house. Yes, indeed, with this first cup and this first pentacle, your heart is open. You are creating new opportunities for abundance for yourself. The information that you're getting, perhaps from intimates, perhaps from friends, siblings, family members, is really helping you to create new opportunities, new ideas about wealth, prosperity, abundance, appreciation, joy. And this is a process of you recognizing and opening up your ability to imagine something different than what you've always known, what you've always believed, going inside and recognizing that you have imaginative capacity beyond belief, that you can tap into your creativity and imagine different ways of doing things, a different idea about what security, abundance, and stability means to you, and including your well-being in your definition of prosperity, of security, of stability. Well-being is a value that you're opening up to and you're realizing you're deserving and worthy of. In the fourth house, the Two of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Swords in the fifth house, and the Five of Swords, a repeat, in the sixth house. You're really working hard at understanding and releasing old ideas. And you're also recognizing that because of your talent, because of your gifts, because of what you know, because of your confidence in putting your ideas forward, knowing what's best for you with confidence, without waffling, without insecurity, without being tiptoeing in, afraid of someone snapping back, you're actually naturally gaining haters. That haters are not something that is individual to you, people being opposed to you because of jealousy, envy, insecurity, their own fears that have nothing to do with you. You're understanding that in many ways this validates your path forward, the things that you desire, your ideas are valued when you get blowback. And you're also not reacting to every resistance that you encounter. You're recognizing that they're not all worthy of your energy, so that you're not seeing every battle as necessary to engage in. Instead, you're taking the information you need and you're picking your battles, knowing that the information will be useful down the road, perhaps, but that people resisting you are only there if you focus on them, that resistance. You're not focusing on the resistance anymore. You're continuing to focus on your ability to be curious, to negotiate, to be in conversation, to ask questions. The Queen of Swords in the seventh house is clarified by the Sun, the beautiful Sun in the eighth house, and the Six of Pentacles in the ninth house. Well, this is absolutely gorgeous because you're now understanding that you've earned the right to be happy. That happiness, in fact, is beyond this openness to factoring yourself, your happiness, your pleasure in to your stability. This is a part of your comfort, your abundance, your security, your safety is being happy. And you're understanding now that this impacts on all your relationships. Your acceptance that you deserve happiness, you deserve abundance, joy in what you do, even in work. That your joy, what you bring to any enterprise, any relationship, any way that you share resources with others, impacts the entire team. It uplifts everyone. It reminds everyone of why they do the work they do, why it's important, the mission embedded in that, the service that you're about. And it helps you understand how to best invest your resources, what relationships to give to and what relationships not to, what ways you're investing in yourself, what areas you're investing in. And you're investing in your creativity, your ability to be abundant, to be harmonious, to beautify your environment. The Five of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the King of Pentacles in the 11th house and the Six of Swords in the 12th house. This sense of mastering your resources, your finances, your stability, structuring your life, creating the life and structuring it so that it serves you, is helping you to be a model to others that you love. Your generosity is about being who you are, not giving gifts or giving yourself away or giving your resources away. You're understanding that your gift to others is about exposing them to the way that you have gotten where you are, your path, the lessons you've learned, the skills you have to build things. That is your generosity. You're modeling that for others. It's not what you have, your ability to share your material resources, that makes you a boss right now. And in fact, because you now have gained a sense of mastery of your environment, of your resources, you're able to move away from these old situations that you once thought were set in stone, that were lifetime sentences. Never having enough, always feeling like you got the short end of the stick, always feeling criticized, judged. You're leaving that behind. You're moving on. But you're moving on with a sense of peace, a sense of resolution, a sense of acceptance that these lessons, these circumstances and conditions gained you the ability now to challenge them. And challenging them is putting who you are, your joy, your abundance at the center of your well-being. You're factoring that into your stability. I'm going to pull a divine oracle card, a divine crystal oracle for you. And I pulled Bloodstone. Get up, get moving. And perhaps this is related to a health condition that you've been experiencing. Maybe you have been battling a particular condition at your job where you felt a sense of inertia, where you have been facing the same old windmills, hitting the same brick wall over and over again. And you're now realizing that when you put yourself first, your pleasure first, your ability to negotiate, your curiosity, this is what's going to motivate you. So the sense of moving on, get up, get moving, move on. And I'm also going to pull a language of flowers as I remind you that you can like, you can comment below, you can share this video with others, and you could subscribe to my channel. And I've pulled the orange blossom. The keyword is enthusiasm. The best can be here. Believe it. Thank you so much, Taurus, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.